everybody, this is Strategy Wizard again, and this is my son Nathan.
Hello.
Today we're going to be doing a review of the Snacky Squirrel Game. Now, Nathan, how many players can play this?
2 to 4.
2 to 4 players. It's ages 3+, so it's really for younger kids, but we're still going to give it a review and let y'all know what we think about it. It's published by Educational Insights, and it's mainly for, I think they say, preschoolers and trying to get a little dexterity built up for basically get those tactile skills built, and because there's no reading, there's no words, it's very straightforward and simple. But let's go ahead and go to the table. We'll talk about how to play, and then we'll come back up and tell you what we think. So here's the setup for 4 players. Each player is going to get a little log piece that has all 5 colors of the acorns that are inside of here. There's a yellow acorn, for example. Yeah. And there's going to be a spinner over here that everyone's going to spin on their turn to see what they do. So let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be super simple. So Nathan, let's say you go first. Go ahead and spin. What do you do right here?
Well, I got to steal, but...
Okay, so since he got to steal, no one else has an acorn, so nothing happens. Now, as we're playing, we're trying to fill up our log with these acorns, and whoever fills up first wins. So this is going to decide what color you get, or in this case, if you get to steal an acorn from someone else. Now, this would mean that you would lose a turn. The 1 and the 2 mean that it's basically a wild. You can get 1 or 2 acorns of your choice. And the regular colors just means you get that color. So if you don't have a red, you would get a red. If you don't already have a blue, you would get a blue. And then the wind here just blows all of your acorns away. So
yeah, that's really sad.
Yeah, whenever that happens, that can hurt. So let's just say, so Nathan lost his turn already. So I'll spin. Oh, I got the same thing. Let's just go ahead and spin again. And let's try to get something a little more useful. Okay, so red. So if I get red, I would use this wonderful little acorn grabber and toss the acorn into my spot. Now this thing is pretty powerful. It's got little grippers here and everything, so you can easily grab with this. It's very, now of course little bitty hands, it'll be a little harder,
and it's plastic,
but still it'll work. Now Nathan, you go ahead and go.
Yeah.
Here, I'll hold it for you and you spin.
Okay.
Okay, so now that's slightly over on steal. So now go ahead and steal for me.
Oh.
So he would grab my acorn and put it on his stump. And really, that is how you play the game. You can keep on going around. Each person will take turns spinning. If you lose a turn, you just pass it on to the next person around the table, and eventually someone will fill up and have all of their stuff. Of course, if you got the double wild, that's the most powerful. Like in Nathan's case, he already has red, so maybe he'll choose green and purple to fill up. And there's choices to be made along the way about, you know, if trying to pick colors that other people already have, so that if they steal, they can't steal from you if you only have things that they already have. And ultimately, as you can see, it's very straightforward and simple, but for Nathan, whenever as he's gotten older, we've increased the difficulty by making it to where if you are grabbing an acorn, if you drop it, or if you try to place it inside your stump and it ends up rolling off somehow, then you have to put it back in and you lose your turn. But the original rules, basically you're guaranteed once you get it to put it in. It's just, for the little kids, it's just a great practice for them to try. Apparently it's good practice for me too. It's practice for them to actually use that movement of, you know, being careful and putting it in. But we like to play where if you drop it, you lose your turn essentially and don't get to get it. But that's how you play. It's that simple. So let's go ahead and go back up and we'll tell you what we think. Okay, so this game is, as you can see, very straightforward, very simple. Component quality wise, Nathan, what do you think?
I think it's good.
Yeah, the components are great.
Oh, yeah.
Like the squirrel, very hard plastic, it's very sturdy, and it looks cute. I mean, very nice. And the logs...
Yeah, the logs I really like.
Yeah, they're very functional, and they still look nice. The spinner is very effective. Just spin that thing.
Yeah.
Just smooth. It's just smooth.
Yeah.
No matter how you spin it, it always does great. And I've played with some spinners on some games that are
and
real
I like the
wonky.
inside of the board.
Yeah, the inside is very nice and functional. You have all the acorns. They're not going to fall out and roll all over the place, so it keeps them where they need to be. And it looks nice with a tree inside, so the artwork is great. So the components, we both agree, are awesome.
We do.
Now, as far as replayability, we both agree that it's pretty replayable, right?
Right.
Yeah, because no matter, even though it's you're doing the same thing. You're just grabbing acorns. That's pretty much the whole game is just grabbing acorns. But it's a quick game. The spinner adds enough randomness and uncertainty that it keeps things interesting. So for a kid's game that's this quick and with that much and with a little bit of luck, it works well to keep the interest going. As far as strategy, what do you think? Do you think there's a lot of strategic choices to make?
There is.
Like what?
Like whenever you're doing the stealing, you're like, which one's gonna steal? And it's about the angle they're in. You're like, that angle's hard to get maybe, or if you wanna, but there's tons of acorns, so there's plenty enough. So it just matters what you want to steal, basically.
Yeah, and whenever stealing, there can be it can matter. The more players you have, it can sometimes you might steal something that makes it to where you're less likely to get stolen from by somebody else on their turn because you steal something that they already have. It's a simple strategic choice, but for little kids, it's a strategic choice. So it's good for them. As far as the actual game itself, Nathan, what would you rate this? And remember, keep in mind that we're rating this for younger kids. And you can rate it for yourself too, but I mean, for younger kids, what do you think?
For younger kids, I'd probably rate it for them maybe a 6.
A 6 out of 10? Okay, and what would you rate it for yourself right now? Just out of curiosity. We'll keep 6 out of 10 as your rating, but I just want to know, if you bought it right now and you were playing it, what would you think?
Well, I think it's a 5 out of 10.
A 5 out of 10? So you think it's an okay game, but nothing great?
Well, no, I think it's actually good. Wait, maybe a 6 then.
Okay, so what would you say for the little ones?
I'd say for the little ones, maybe a no, I'll change that. 8 to 10 because the kids would really like it.
Okay, so you think 8 out of 10 for them,
Right.
and you say 6 for yourself right now.
Right.
Okay, so that'll work. So 8. So yeah, and I would kind of agree. I would say for little kids, I might even give this a 9, just because for little kids, I think the idea of trying to grab something and be and balance and everything else is good for them as far as development. And I think that the colors, they pop so well that it's appealing, and it's something that even as an adult I can get into it because I don't know. There's something you're playing with your kid and you're like, oh, get the acorn, and you're trying to hold them and they look cute, and I don't know. It's just I actually enjoy the tactile nature of it, trying to put the acorns in, doing the spin and going, ooh, what's going to come up? Because it's so simple, because it's so quick, and it looks good, and and you get to see your kid trying to do their best to get it in the little hole. I think that it really works, so I think it's great. And you agree that for little kids it's great. So yeah, this is something that I would recommend if you have some little ones that you want to introduce them to something that's simple and dexterity based. Now, do you have any other thoughts that you want to share?
Not really.
Okay, so basically, I would say I'm glad we bought this, and even now, I would play it now with Nathan. If we wanted to play it, I would be happy to play it because it just is that basic, appealing, simple, quick, and with a little bit of randomness that can sometimes be a little frustrating if you lose all your acorns, but that's part of the game. And you can also use it to teach your kids to not whine when they lose or complain, oh, I lost all my acorns. Just teach them, hey, it's okay, because it's going to go quick. You still have a chance, and it could happen to me. So all those educational moments are valuable, so I like it for that.
Yeah.
So that's our review of the Sneaky Snacky Squirrel Game. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos, subscribe. And in the meantime, we look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.